Seeking compensation for personal injury is not easy. One of the things that you have to do is you have to be able to determine how injured the person is. The only way you're going to be able to determine the injuries of a person is they must have treated with doctors or chiropractors or people that can help people get better if they've been in an accident. Once you determine that you've been in an accident and you go seek treatment, that treatment determines the value of your case. So please make sure you understand that if you don't treat, then there can't be a recovery and there can't be any compensation for you. Then once you determine what the treatment is, make sure you follow the treatment plan. And once the treatment plan is finished, we would get all of your medical records and bills, and we would decide a value to place on your case based off of the treatment and the medical bill amounts that you had because of the accident. Once that's done, we do what's called send a demand to the insurance company, placing a value on your case and using our legal expertise to place a value on what the insurance company should pay on your behalf. Then negotiation continues. If we reach an amount, the case settles. If we don't reach an amount, then we file suit on the case. What's filing suit on a case? It's when we file a complaint saying that our client has been injured, and then once that complaint is filed, we serve the person who has caused the injury, and then we make sure that that complaint is given to the insurance company. Once that happens, that begins the litigation process of your personal injury case. It's during that time we would hope to settle the case short of trial. If the case does not settle before trial, then once we have filed the case in court and gotten service and the other side has responded, etc., the case moves along the judge's trial calendar. When the case moves along the judge's trial calendar, at a certain point, the case will be assigned to mediation. During mediation, it's a process by which the insurance company and the insured come, along with the plaintiff, which would be us, and we would have a conversation and try to settle the case. Once the mediation is held, both parties come to the mediation. During that mediation, parties will attempt to settle the case. If the case is not settled, we continue on the trial calendar until we get a trial date. Once we get a trial date, we would go to court and we would have a trial on the injuries of our clients. Georgia law recognizes several different types of personal injury cases. These personal injury cases are cases which happen due to the negligence of others. They can happen in cars, they can happen in buses, they can happen on planes, they can happen in stores. They can happen when anybody does anything that harms somebody else. The most common personal injury accidents are auto accidents, trucking accidents, slip and falls, getting hurt at a store or an establishment, or getting hurt at a company. Those are the most common types of personal injury accidents. Georgia's personal injury laws are very complex and very specific. So please make sure that you have an attorney advocate for you if you've been injured. What most people don't understand is Georgia laws only allow 2 years from the date an accident happens for you to file a claim seeking injuries if you've been harmed due to the negligence of someone else. So what that means is if you get hurt, you roughly have about 2 years to be able to get your claim resolved. If you don't get it resolved within that 2 years and you've not filed the lawsuit, then your claim will be waived under Georgia law. Don't get strung along by insurance companies not returning your calls, etc., and then you look up and 2 years is over and there's no way in which you can recover. The way we maximize our settlements for our clients is, number one, we make sure that they go to the doctors to get the help that they need. That's incredibly important because your entire case depends on you getting quality medical treatment immediately after the accident. We make sure that our clients get the treatment that they need so that they can get the settlement that they deserve. We litigate cases differently here because I will use my experience as a former judge to help maximize your settlement recovery.